is Strange Before the Storm takes you right back to Arcadia Bay, the coastal home of time-travelling misadventures, tasty hamburgers in the Two Whales diner, and enough teenage angst to kill an elephant. This prequel story will fill in the gaps of what happened in the lead-up to the events of Life is Strange, and while fans will surely feel right at home, there's plenty of new things to be aware of. Here's everything you need to know about Before the Storm, and along the way, do beware spoilers for the first game.
If you really want to smash something, this should do the trick.
In Life is Strange, Max's best friend Chloe was a supporting character, albeit one around who the game revolved and had the strongest hair game.
What does this even mean?
In the upcoming prequel Life is Strange Before the Storm, though, it's time for Chloe and her punk rock aesthetic to take centre stage. Most significantly, this means you'll get to hear what's going on inside Chloe's head, just as you did with Max in the first game.
Rachel's been acting kind of standoffish ever since we left the park. What's her deal?
Not so mysterious and enigmatic when we can read your mind, eh, Chloe? Okay, fine, you're still a complex web of drama and intrigue, we admit it. Something else to note is that Ashley Birch, who voiced Chloe in the first game, won't be reprising her role in the sequel due to an actors' union strike. From what we've heard so far, it seems Birch's replacement is doing a fine job, but fans should prepare for a Chloe that's a little different on the ears. Before the Storm takes you back to before the events of Life is Strange, specifically 3 years prior. To help you place that in your mental Life is Strange timeline, Chloe's father has been dead 2 years, and Max, the star of the first game, has left town, leaving Chloe with a hole in her heart that can only be filled with hard rock and bad behaviour.
Shit! No!
While Max is absent, we will get to hear a lot more about Rachel, the unfortunate teen who went missing before the events of the first game. But although Rachel will be a key character, well, here's the thing. The developer, Deck 9 Games, has said that the focus of the prequel game will absolutely be Chloe.
You don't know who I am, do you?
Nope. Don't care either.
Specifically telling the story of how she becomes the complicated Chloe that we meet at the start of Life is Strange. This might be a smart move because most people playing the game will know the fate that awaits Rachel, so there's perhaps not much surprise and drama to be mined there.
Hey, are you alright?
What are we doing?
Plus, as a beloved character, anything we learn about Chloe will inform how we think of her in the first game, queuing you up for a nice replay sesh once you've torn through the prequel. Speaking of tearing through, something fans should know going in is that this episodic prequel is going to be shorter than the first game.
$20, baby.
$20? That's robbery. And don't call me baby.
Deck 9's quoted a playtime of 6 to 9 hours, which is a significant stretch of time, but not as long as Life is Strange. I mean, unless you skipped reading all those lengthy emails from Warren. Before the Storm will be spread over 3 episodes compared to Life is Strange's 5, with the first due out on the 31st of August 2017.
See you around, Chloe. You can't leave!
Where Life is Strange protagonist Max had the power to mess with time using her chronology rewinding mind powers to solve puzzles and change the future, the makers of the game have confirmed that Chloe will have no supernatural voodoo to call upon. Instead, Chloe's superpower, if you like, is causing trouble, which is perhaps the least helpful ability since whatever it is that Hawkeye has. Affecting the outcome of each situation may therefore depend on your powers to investigate and figure out what you can change by stirring up mischief. Although it's the characters who stay with you, the timey-wimey clock rewinding was crucial to the feel of Life is Strange, so it'll be interesting to see what the game is like without it.
And as your reward for making it up here, I have a new game for us to play.
The way in which you visited and revisited a handful of memorable, meaningful locations in Life is Strange will have returning players glad to be back in the familiar spots from the original game. Prestigious but troubled Blackwell Academy makes a return, as do the rail tracks and the junkyard. God, I've got some fond memories here. I mean, except the memory of when I had to find all those bottles. Man, was that annoying. Why is it so hard to find bottles in a junkyard? And why does it have to be 5? It's not all retreading old ground though. New locations include a ramshackle mill on the edge of town where Chloe goes to break into an illegal rock concert. Although, does it really count as breaking if the thing you're breaking into is illegal? One for the lawyers probably, eh Chloe?
Reminds me of the way I make important life choices.
The act on stage is in-universe band Firewalk, by the way, who Life is Strange fans may remember from references in the first game. Also in the way of new places to visit in Arcadia Bay, Chloe and Rachel later on skive off school together and take a trip to this scenic lookout checkout point.
I thought Chloe Price doesn't need friends.
I thought so too. Before today.
Familiar locations aren't the only thing making a return, and Before the Storm will see the return of lovable favourites from Life is Strange. I mean, as well as sketchy as hell drug dealer Frank Bowers.
Yo, Frank!
Who's back with a marginally less fulsome beard, giving Chloe a hard time over $175 she owes him. The rascal.
Hey, what are you waving around this kind of money here for? You really don't think before you act, do you?
We don't know yet which other characters will pop up, but start compiling that wish list now, as well as theorising what kind of hair everyone had 3 years prior. Man, we've got to get a jump on this fan art.
Graffiti everywhere. I think they missed a spot.
In the first game, Snap Happy Max was always taking artsy photos, which served as collectibles for those who can't sleep at night until they've grabbed absolutely everything in a game. In Before the Storm, the collectibles are no less expressive, but more tailored to Chloe's fudge the system philosophy, and completionists will want to comb every area to find spots that she can graffiti. Have some of that, the man.
Sit and spit.
So that's what you need to know about Life is Strange. Are you psyched to get sucked back into the Arcadia Bay drama nexus? Let us know, and if you enjoyed this, then why not subscribe? Right, this has been emotional, so we're taking our iPod to gaze wistfully into the sunset.
Please. I don't want to be alone anymore.